Girl,
Everybody
it's
follow
packed
the one
out
line,
here tonight.
please. Follow the one line, please.
I told you.
IDs out. I need to see IDs. Thank you, ladies. Welcome to Park Ave.
Excuse me. Hello? Can you move? What? Excuse me. Oh my God. You ready to go? Girl, I've been ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. We're popping. Hey, we're finally on. It's been like 5 minutes. It's been a long time coming at this point, but we're here.
Yes, indeed.
How was your week?
Oh man, I feel like these weeks are just going by so fast.
They are.
And I feel like this year is just, it's like getting closer. And I feel like it was just January 2nd yesterday.
Yes, and now
it's already in
we're
October.
2 months away.
So, but yeah, work is good, busy.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad the year's ending because, I did that same shit I do every year, how 2017 gonna be my year, and it's still my year. So I came to the decision in October 2017 wasn't my year. So we're gonna start again in 2018 and see what happens.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, it happens.
Shit.
2018 hopefully will be a good year.
It should be. I hope 2018 we'll be doing live shows. That'll be popping.
Indeed. In effing deed.
So what's popping? Where should we go? Where should we eat? What should we watch? What are we doing in the city?
I have been binge watching TV shows, and I came across this documentary on Netflix called the Khalif Browder story.
That's depressing as hell.
It is very depressing, but it also made me really sad that the system, I get the system is the way it is, but it's just so baffling to me how we do not take mental health seriously.
We really don't, especially in Black communities.
And the fact that, this poor kid was in this situation and he received no help for it.
None.
And I can't imagine being in solitary confinement for 85 to 90% of my 3 years in prison in Rikers Island.
And you're not even supposed to be there.
And then, one day the judge just says, okay, you're free to go. With no transition, with no aid to...
And they love to call jail and prison rehabilitation, too.
But it's not. It's just nothing about... there's nothing about solitary confinement that is rehabilitation. That is actually torture. People are supposed to be among people. Like, that is... that's a fact. And it's, and the fact that this kid went in without any major, mental problems and then came out with such severe it's just really, really it's interesting, but then it's just sad, and then it's like, oh my God, what do I do? I just think that it's so important that we take mental health seriously and not be ashamed of getting help and seeking help, because there is, even if you don't have the money for it, there are different avenues where you can get help, and I just I don't know, I just feel
I'm an advocate for therapy and getting help when you need help.
I think it's a depressing documentary, but I think it's also it's a really great documentary because it brings awareness to a lot of the shit that's really, really happening. And the fact that these Black people that are in charge of these systems are so corrupt, and the way they treated him, and this one lady had him 6 times in her court and didn't see anything wrong with the fact that the witness was just not there, and they kept delaying this court date. I'm just like, She needs to be fired. Everybody needs to be fired.
Yeah. His blood is on their hands for real.
Yeah. But anyways, I think it's a great documentary. It's a really intense. I probably cried about the second episode to the last episode. I was crying.
Yeah, I went ahead and avoided that. Like I know his story anyway in general, but when the documentary came out, I was pretty much okay without seeing that.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
Heavy.
It is heavy. But anyways, that's what I think that should be watched. I don't know.
Well, that's good. Well, this week my Women Crush Wednesday goes to, I feel like she will probably be a recovering party girl at this point, but her name's Natalie.
Natalie
is from the 1991 movie Strictly Business. So here's the thing on why Natalie is my Women Crush Wednesday. She's played by Halle Berry. Halle Berry got the cute little cut in this movie. Like I said, it was 1991. So Halle was like this party girl. Well, she was like the hostess with the mostest. Her job, she actually was a hostess. And she just out here living her good old life. I think she was trying to get on or be an actress or something. But either way, every time you see Halle, she's in like a bodycon dress and some cutoff shorts, just living her best life in the 90s and being like the it girl in the city and going from bar to bar. Well, the movie is really surrounded by this guy named Wayman. He works for like a brokerage company, if I'm not mistaken, or real estate or something like that. But Wayman's engaged. Wayman is like an L7, super corny, super squarey. And then he has a girlfriend, and his girlfriend pretty much knows that their kids are going to go to Ivy League schools and, you know, be a part of Jack and Jill and, you know, be those black people. Mm-hmm. So Wayman is chilling with the guy Bobby at his job, and Bobby works in the mailroom, and Bobby's trying to like move up in the company. But then finally one day Wayman sees Natalie, can't really talk to her because, you know, Natalie's kind of like the cool chick. So he realized that Bobby knows Natalie because, you know, Natalie be out here popping in these streets and, you know, dancing to the new Jack Swing music because it's the early 90s. So they make a deal where Wayman's like, all right, I'll help you move up within the company if you introduce me to Natalie. He gets introduced to Natalie, which I was kind of shocked that she talked to him because he was such an L7. But now that I look at the movie, like, grown, I feel like Natalie seen coins and knew, you know, Wayman was kind of the dude to talk to because she was like super cool and super dope. Mm-hmm. So they end up talking. She sleeps with him, and the reason she ends up being my Women Crush Wednesday, because he left the other chick, well, she was a bitch anyway, but he left his like fiance, I guess. But the reason Natalie deserves it is because at the end of the movie, after like a couple of months of talking, after she went ahead and dropped her dun-dun-dun on him, he buys her a whole entire nightclub. So Natalie deserves.
Oh, wow.
Natalie played that hand goddamn well. Natalie got her an entire club behind, you know, being a bad bitch and being a party girl. So Natalie, played by Halle Berry, you're my Women Crush Wednesday. You deserve your goals.
Always.
Because, girl, all you was doing was drinking you some Jack and Coke or whatever y'all was popping, Long Island iced tea. Looked like she'll probably drink some shit like that. You was just out here popping, and you got with Wayman, and Wayman got you an entire he surprised you with a club and told you this is yours. He bought you a whole property, girl.
A whole property.
And you weren't even like, she wasn't even no bartender. She wasn't no server. Natalie was a hostess, and then she was just chilling at the clubs at night. So, girl, you got your whole club, and it's not even like you was working in the industry per se. So, yes, Natalie, go ahead, girl. You're my Women Crush Wednesday. That is goals. You know, and at first, like, as a kid, it was like, oh, that's really sweet. They don't talk. But now that I look back at it, Natalie, you knew what you was doing, and you got what you got, and I'm here for it. So, shout out to Halle Berry, who slayed the 90s just ridiculously. She's just so great. But that is that. Halle Berry. She's still so fine at 51. Made no damn sense.
Indeed.
But this week, we are recovering from... We don't get drum rolls no more.
I have like a really serious headache right now.
Oh, yeah, because they ain't sound like drums. But
yeah.
Adrianna has a sinus infection.
Oh, my God.
But this week, we're recovering from sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that makes me. Let's talk about sex. I used to love Salt and Pepper. God, they were just so good.
I love Spinderella.
Spinderella been out here popping too. We had a lot of girl groups in the 90s. The 90s did me really well. I should have been grown during the 90s. That would have been a good time. But anyways, so this week we're recovering from sex, and how great and ridiculous and overwhelming and fun and bad it all could be.
Stupid it is.
And sometimes sex is sometimes just stupid. Like losing my virginity was stupid.
Mine was more of like a competition.
Well, okay, pregnancy pact.
No, I didn't want to be the last one in my group.
Who cared?
I cared.
How many people was in your group?
It was like 12 of us.
What number were you when you lost it?
Oh, I was like in the top 10.
Oh, you was towards the end.
Yes, I was late. I was late.
Girl, how old were you?
I was 16.
Oh, that's about the age. I feel like 16 is the age for most people.
And I snuck out of my mom's house to do it. And I planned on it. I remember I planned on it.
Like, I'm going to give him some.
This is the night, y'all. I'm doing it this weekend. I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's like that song. Make me a woman.
Yes,
remember that song?
Yes. Tonight is the night.
Is that Shirley Brown? Who is that?
That
song,
you make me a woman.
That song is so
I remember
stupid.
exactly. Like, I remember I called him. He was a Hispanic guy, and I just loved him.
You would.
I loved him to death. And I had the biggest crush on him, and I knew it was going to be him because we had a class together.
That's how.
That's how I knew it was going to be him.
We had homeroom together.
We had biology together, and we sat next to each other.
Oh, was he your partner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we always talked, and then I remember he had this red truck. And I called him, I said, okay, come and get me, but you got to drive up the street, and I'm going to walk towards your truck because I'm sneaking out. So
did you go out a window, or did you just
went
go
out my window?
Okay.
I went out my window, and I mean, I had everything planned out. I remember I had this Alaska, it said, welcome to Alaska on it. Welcome to Alaska. I had on a sports bra and some ripped up jeans or whatever and some flip flops. Totally not sexy, not cute. But I was just determined. I knew I was going to have sex that night. And I remember we went to a house party and I tried Everclear.
Oh my God.
And I took a sip and I was drunk. And then, so we went back to his mom's house.
This is so high school.
Yeah, so we went to his mom's house. And I mean, guys and girls are so different when it comes to, parents. Guys can just kind of do whatever they want. Girls can't do that. But, yeah, we didn't even sneak in. Just walked in through the front door. 4:00 in the morning, coming home, 16-year-old coming home with a girl. We had sex, and then he dropped me. He stepped
back in the window, and
I stepped back in the window. And the next day, I was so excited because I went and I told all my friends.
Oh my God!
And then somebody had spread a rumor that he recorded it. Yes, I was devastated.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
No, hell no. But yeah, it was just
terrible
whispers around the school that I had a sex tape.
Oh my
Get
God!
the fuck out of here!
Oh my God!
I was devastated.
Yeah, were people even recording shit for real?
Nobody even
yeah.
I don't
social
even know
media
wasn't even
existed.
We didn't even have cell phones.
Yeah,
yeah, and the cell phones that some of the people had were Nokias.
Yeah, Nokia. You couldn't do shit on Nokias.
Yeah.
Ooh, cell phones used to be so terrible. I used to kill Snake though on Nokia. That was my shit.
But yeah, so that was my first time. I planned it. I knew it was gonna happen, and I was ready.
I didn't plan mine. I wasn't ready. It was stupid, and I hate it. And okay, so horrible. So we had a open house. My mom had kids young, so sex wasn't cliche. We had a very open dialogue about sex in my house. So, and she basically was like, when you're ready to have sex, just tell me. And I would have told her, but it was more so the person I had sex with versus me actually having sex. Because it wasn't like the guy that she knew that I had been like dating on and off for like the past couple of years. And he knew his family and we all knew each other. So, and this is another thing. This is, kids are just kids and they'll find a way to do whatever. So I lost my virginity when I was supposed to be... I lost my virginity in the gap between my last class and my track practice. So it was maybe like a 30 to 45 minute gap. I go to this guy's house. Me and him, we were cool, but not cool enough for me to lose my virginity in the first place. But we had been talking for a little bit or whatever. And he lived on a number street, and my mom hated the number streets because I was like the hood. So I couldn't go to any parties. I couldn't do anything on a number street. So he lived on a number street. How ironic. And his meatball was home frying chicken. It was some babies and some pit bulls outside. It was a whole bunch of shit going on. Because he in the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So boys do have a leniency that girls don't have. Because we showed up, so it has to be maybe 3:30 in the afternoon. We show up and literally go into the back of the house while your grandmother. You remember how Shireen house looked, the house party? Yeah. His house was looking like Shireen house. It was an uncle and a grandma and some kids and dogs. I don't know. It's a bunch of shit going on. And no one was like, what you doing? Everybody's just like, hey, all right, hey. And we literally went into the back room. It felt like somebody shot my vagina. I hated it. It was just, I thought it was the worst experience ever. I wouldn't wish it on my enemy. I hated it.
God.
I was one of them people. I hated it. So then we did it, and then I think we did it maybe twice after that. I feel like twice. But the problem occurred when I was 17, about to turn 18. So then I started getting. I got my first woman's exam. So they checking your vagina, and it's not like my mom went with me. By that time I had a car, so I just went to the appointment by myself or whatever. So they check your vagina. A few days later, I get a phone call. Hey, girl. I'm like, hey. Yeah, you have chlamydia.
Yikes.
So, not knowing what chlamydia was, I thought I was dying. So now boo crying because I have chlamydia and I need to tell my mom. Even though looking back, all I had to do, we had insurance. All my black ass had to do was go up to the local Publix or CVS or whatever and go get the antibiotics to the shit.
Yeah.
But I was such in a panic and didn't know, and I thought I was dying. I tell my mother and she STD shamed me. Like the asshole she was.
Oh my God.
Nah, she STD shamed me on some Google shit. She Googled chlamydia, but she didn't
Google pictures.
Yes, it's not. But she didn't Google. Then let's be clear. Chlamydia is bad, but chlamydia is very common and very just discharge. For the most part, if you get treated. But she went and Googled the most extreme cases that niggas never got tested, never got checked, never got medicine. So I'm getting vaginas from 10 years of chlamydia. And she was like, this is what your vagina is. And it's wait, what?
Oh my God.
So she STD shamed me. And then after that, I was kind of turned off about sex. So I didn't have sex again until I got to college. Because by that time, I was just I'm never doing this shit again. This is the worst. First of all, the shit, I didn't get it.
So how did you tell the guy?
Yes. He was a nigga about it. So then I told...
What did he say? You ain't get it from me.
It's I just lost my virginity yesterday, you fucking douchebag. So, and I told at the time, I told my homegirl in high school, she can't stand him now. So that's when we came up with the rule that each year we delete somebody from the list. So he was
Makes
the
sense.
first dude. Even when I talk about my virginity, my best friend be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember these stories.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, because he literally was like, I don't know what you mean. And I'm just like, nigga. So after that, I didn't talk to him again. I think I seen him a couple of times. He was a year younger than me.
Yeah.
A grade younger than me. I seen him, once I went to college and stuff, out and about when I used to go visit home. But, even when he spoke to me, I used to be like, what the fuck you talking to me for? Nigga, we have nothing to say to each other forever. Die. Just die. So, yeah, and the thing is, I didn't get sex either. I didn't understand how everyone said it was good. I didn't understand the attraction to it. I kind of was just, one of the people that had sex and I didn't see the glory in sex.
Yeah. I always watched like Melrose Place and
I used to love Melrose Place.
and like those soap operas, like what was my favorite? Young and the Restless. And they just and now that I look back, I really thought sex was like how it is like on Melrose Place. It's very sexy. It's
sensual.
Very sensual. You know, they wake up, they're like naked and they have like the little thin blanket, not the big blanket. They had the, you know,
like just covering the boobs.
Covering the
and
boobs.
The guys was always starting his waist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always thought that was supposed to be like sex, but it's really not like at all.
It wasn't. It was horrible for me. Like I said, and then I think I went to college and like we had a clique. Well, not really a clique. Maybe it was like 3 or 4 of us. But like one of the girls had like the same thoughts about sex like I had. Like I just did not get it. And then I remember Jamie Foxx came out with the Unpredictable album. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the song was probably called Unpredictable, but it was a song
was that
featuring
the one Blame It
Ludacris.
on the Goose?
No, that was the second one.
Oh.
But it was a song he had with Ludacris, and then Ludacris says, "Y'all, some of y'all say sex is overrated. Y'all just ain't doing it right." And I was like, maybe I'm just not doing it right because I didn't see it. I didn't really see it for sex for real until about like 21. That's when I first was like, oh, okay, girl, I get it.
Is that when you first had an orgasm?
No, but see now.
When was your first orgasm?
Okay, so here's an orgasm thing, right? Have I orgasm through masturbation? Yes.
No, with the guy.
I can do it perfectly. I have not orgasmed with a guy. I don't think I got a G-spot, first of all.
Really? How can you do it with yourself and then not?
Because it's 2 types of orgasms. You can have a clitoral orgasm or you can have a G-spot.
So you haven't had one?
I haven't had either. I haven't with a guy. Ever with a guy. But now my problem has occurred that because now I'm so anxious and I think something's wrong with me, I can't. My homegirl's like, you thinking too much about it now because like, oh my god, what? Wait, I can't. But then I can't by myself. It's so weird. Maybe
I can do both.
G-spot and clitoral.
Mm-hmm. But you know, it's funny because
I don't think I had no G-spot.
I remember the first time I had one, I was 24, and sorry, that's just to whoever I so. The
first one I had one was like yesterday. Oh, y'all wasn't shit, okay?
The first one I ever had was I was 24, and it was with the baseball player. And I remember thinking like, whoa, this is it. This is it. And then some other guys, it happened, but like it was like sporadically. It wasn't like consistent. But then like once I turned 30, it's just like boom, 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 boom. And I'm just like,
I'm so jealous.
But it's like you just gotta practice.
But I think now that because I haven't, I'm stressed out.
Why?
So because who wants to be like 45 talking about they just had an orgasm for the first time? Nobody have time for that shit. And that's not a reflection, not on all of them niggas. Some of you niggas it is a reflection of. But then some of them, it was like I could understand I was having great sex and penis was great. But I think I get in my head too much now. Yeah. Especially because it's like I'm 31, so it's like what's wrong with me? And why can I do it by myself? Maybe I'm just,
It's just my ex-boyfriend, my previous ex-boyfriend, like I don't know, it was just like his penis was just made from my vagina. Like, I don't know.
He was your rib.
He was the rib. And my goodness, like that's probably one of the only things that I really, really missed. Like our sex was awesome. Like we really had great sex.
But I was thinking the other day, well, if I ever came off some good penis, I feel like that probably make you go crazy.
It does.
Good penis make you go crazy anyway.
It does.
So I could only imagine.
Really does.
No, yeah, because this is the thing. I told somebody like I want to marry like an 8 or a 9. I was like, I don't think I want to marry a 10. I was like, because when sex be too good, I think like when I had like good penis, even though I have not came yet, even when I've had guys I liked, like the thought of them messing with other people fucks with my psyche. It's like, wait.
Yeah, because you think like wait, they gonna do all this to me and then go do it to somebody else.
Wait, where you going?
Nah,
who you with? Nah, bro. I'm about ready to chain you to this goddamn bed now. Come on. I need an 8 or a 9.
Yeah,
I need a clear mind.
Good penis will make a bitch go crazy.
It'll cloud your judgment, man. I need a clear mind.
You know, and I'll be the first to admit, hey man, I'm forewarning you.
I'm crazy.
I'm crazy.
What?
You keep laying it like that. You keep laying that pipe. The bitch go crazy.
I need you to give me 50%. Listen.
Give me 50% because I'm not trying to go crazy over here.
Listen, I need 85%. Don't go full throttle because
Please,
if you
I don't have time to be crazy over
if you don't want me showing up at your house because I called you at 2 in the morning and you answer the phone, I'm thinking you fucking somebody else. Give me 85%. Like, don't do it to yourself. That's why I can only imagine. No, for real. I be thinking about that. I can only imagine when I come, like how psychotic I'm going to be probably for like the first 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad for that nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be like, listen, I'm really sorry.
I've told
this is about to get off the chain.
I'm warning you. It's gonna happen. And when it happens, you're gonna look at me crazy. You're gonna be like, whoa, you really said I told you. You keep laying it like that, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
You went crazy? Did you really?
I snapped.
What the hell?
Well, because I thought that this girl
I can't. This is so dumb. This is already so dumb.
So, you know, I'm looking at body language. I'm looking at interactions and how they chit chat. So I noticed this girl was being really, really friendly. And
maybe she's a nice person.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't dig deep, but I was just watching and I saw her turn around, bent over, and like put her butt on his crotch area.
I mean, so is it a club?
Yeah.
So it's music, they're dancing.
Yeah, but I was there and I looked out of my peripheral.
What were you drinking?
It doesn't matter.
Because I didn't know it was in your hand. Because I love when people like see some shit with a cocktail in their hand. Like,
I saw them making out. That's what I saw.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, no, they didn't. They weren't making out. But so I saw her do that, and you know, I was just like, okay, calm down because we don't know what's happening. So I kept telling myself, you don't know what's going on.
Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy.
Girl. So I stayed at the end of the night. So I stayed. So she went. So he went to the restroom, and she followed him.
Oh.
And
they're about to do it in the restaurant.
I don't know what the fuck they were about to do.
Or maybe she just had to pee at the same time.
No, I mean, no.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I don't know. I don't know what she was trying to do. I think she was really just trying to talk to him. So I kicked in that door.
You psycho.
And I just said, "What's good? What y'all doing?" And so he just froze. Because I was like, hey girl, you're not in the right bathroom.
Yeah, just to let you know this is the men's.
This is the men's restroom. But you know, hey girl, I see you.
Yeah.
Come on.
We see each other.
So, and then I got really mad. And so he was like calling me. And I was like, man, fuck you. Fuck that bitch. Da, da, da. And he was just like, are you making up stories in your head?
I know, that's crazy.
And I was just like, no. I was just like, I feel like something is going on between you two. And I want to know, like, what's going on between you two? Why does she feel so comfortable to rub up against you? He's like, when did she rub up against me? I said, oh, so now you have amnesia.
Wait, did she or was your mom?
She did.
Okay.
She did. I really saw that. So then he started laughing. And he goes, you did tell me that you were going to snap one day. And I said, you see, I told you, stop playing with me.
What we said about Brandy Webb on a thin line between love and hate. When a bitch tell you they ass is crazy, they can get crazy.
I am crazy.
Yeah, like, you need to believe them.
I am very crazy.
Don't think it's cute.
With my ex-boyfriend.
People be thinking that shit's cute when you tell them.
Even with my ex-boyfriend, like, I remember one of the DJs at the bar posted a pic of them two together, and some girl had posted under his pic, oh, y'all look so cute, who's the one in the middle?
Did you respond?
Did I?
You're such a psycho.
I said, my boyfriend.
You're that nigga.
With a smiley face. Thanks. And she goes, oh, he's cute. Thank you. I know. Thank you.
You're such a psycho.
I'm not psycho. I'm just territorial.
But, nah, man, but good penis do it too.
I'm very territorial. Like, I didn't have to share things when I was little because I was the only girl. So, you know, my sense of territory is very important to me.
I'm letting you know now.
And, you know, if we, like, I don't give a shit about that, oh, we've just been friends with benefits type shit. No, my nigga, we go together. And if I tell you this is what's going to happen and you continue to proceed, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you either, because good penis do cloud your judgment, because there's been plenty of times me and this guy used to get into it at the club and fuck you and take your ass home, but then when 2 o'clock hit, the thought of him not going home with me would make me be like, you know what, my bad, dog.
Yeah.
Let's make amends, because we're having sex today and you're not having sex with somebody else. So whatever I gotta do
to make sure
this happens,
I'm gonna apologize.
It's going to happen. Like I'm sorry. That's all you needed? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I was acting a fool. You right. So good penis clouds your judgment.
It does.
I can't be under that type of pressure for the rest of my life.
Girl, it does.
Give me an 8.5.
Girl, so you
9.
And that's why you gotta tell people up front, man. Don't be fucking me good like that.
Can you stop saying that? Please stop saying that.
Like, just don't do it.
Please give me 90%.
Don't give me your all. Don't give
me your all. Don't give me.
Don't try to show out.
Don't try to show out.
I don't need all that. Just give me moderate to like moderately mediocre.
Oh my god, that nigga said.
Actually, don't give me mediocre, because then I'll be like,
you need like a B plus or A minus.
I don't need
an A plus. Yeah, don't
overachieve.
Because you know how some people, like when they graduate high school, it'd be like you had a 4.5 GPA. It's like, bitch, it goes up to 4. How did you do that?
Yeah,
I don't need all that. Yeah,
I just need something.
Give me enough. I would say get me enough to get you into college, but that's a 2.0. I need a little more than that. So give me like a B plus.
Yeah, a solid
A minus.
Yeah, I'm cool with
Actually, how about this? And then if you do want to give me your all, you got to make it real sporadic. It can't be your all every time. It got to be real, like on my birthday.
Your all at all.
Like birthday.
No, because I'm telling you, I have that switch.
Please stop saying you crazy. I can't take this shit.
I am. I admit it. I'm okay with it. I'm good with it. I have embraced it. It is me. I will pop off in a second. I will ask questions. It's going to be some dudes listen
to this podcast. I'm going to holler at her. Okay? She already said.
I promise you. Who is she? Why is she talking? Why are you talking to her so much?
It do cloud your judgment, man.
Why are you smiling so much at
Can
this
you
girl?
imagine if I orgasm too? Because I've been crazy with some penis before. So,
girl,
somebody.
It's a whole new ball. I'm
gonna be on that show on TV1 for my man, or Snap. It's the same show. I can't.
Girl, you're gonna be fucking around thinking about planning trips.
Please stop. I can't.
Planning trips, thinking about trying to talk about what we gonna do this weekend.
I can't take this.
Trying to cook breakfast and shit.
I can't take your cheese omelet seriously.
Girl,
do you think body counts matter at this point?
No.
Isn't that just like high school?
But
maybe college.
I feel like at this point
in
my life, I'm not gonna run up my mileage.
Oh no, yeah.
Like, and plus, I don't. My track record has been erased because 30 hit and then it's like 7 years credit falls off, so it's like
you should
all that has been erased. So now I feel like my body count has reduced dramatically. So I just try to maintain a sense of like, okay, well, I don't want to sleep around. I'm definitely not that girl that is just gonna be like hooking up with different guys. I don't want to go through another whole phase. Like, definitely not.
That's just tiresome.
It is very. And I think nowadays, like, the risk of getting pregnant by somebody I don't want to be pregnant by is just too great for me. And not only that, but just the diseases out there. I'm not really trying to catch. I'm just trying to stay pristine and low mileage. Like a 2016 with like, or like a 2015 with like 3,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I feel you. I think quality starts to beat out quantity.
Yeah.
And especially, I think now too, when you get a little older, you can actually buy your own meals and do your own shit. So, because a lot of stuff happens because you just want to hang out. Yeah,
you just, or you want want to eat.
Yeah, you want to go
Even
eat.
though I do still like to eat. But I'm not fucking you.
Yeah.
Because
and I think
you take me out to eat.
Because I would tell my kid, like my daughter, I wouldn't want my daughter having sex early. I mean, granted, she probably will have sex around 16, 17. But your body isn't your body when you're that young having sex, if that makes any sense. Like, you have a bigger problem with saying no and what you like and XYZ. That's why I think as like women get older, sex gets better, and then we have like a more sense of self.
I love it.
Yeah, but because this shit is just bullshit growing up. Like when you lose your virginity,
you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know what you're doing. It's awkward. But that's why I also always said I wouldn't flip out if my kid lost their virginity at 16. Listen, but you're gonna lose this virginity to somebody in high school. What you won't motherfucking do
is somebody older.
Is somebody older. A, I'm telling the police on that pedophile. But B, I don't think 16-year-olds should get like 25, 26, 27-year-old dick. It's just something. It's something different. You need to go with the boy. Yeah, who don't really know what he doing. Yeah, who really don't know where to put it. Like you need to have that awkward. You need to have like that super awkward teen sex where it's just like really weird and really like you still don't really.
Do I kiss you?
Yeah, you don't really want them to see you naked for real. Like I need you to have that sex as a kid. That's the only thing when I see.
That. I remember I used to be like that even in my 20s. I didn't want people like I slept in my bra. Like I did it in my bra.
Because you're still young and you still don't really know.
Now I'm like, take it off. Leave the lights on. I want to see it.
Not leave the lights on.
I want to see it.
This is the worst. I can't even take this seriously. Why am I having this conversation?
Nah, let's do it with the lights on.
I want to see it. Pull it over to your hand.
Pull it over. Matter of fact, I want to take a picture.
Oh my God. Do you think, have you ever tried celibacy at any point? Like on purpose? Like, I'm going to be celibate. No.
I'm trying to think because I feel like I'm in that phase right now. I think I just transitioned into that phase.
But it's like celibacy by accident. It's unintentional.
But like, so when you say celibacy,
I go through celibacy unintentionally all the time.
But when you say celibacy, does that mean you can't have sex with yourself?
I consider having sex with yourself a part of celibacy. Like,
because I have like honestly, I have to have like if I don't have an orgasm, I have a really like I get really cranky.
I can't take you seriously.
I'm not joking. Like I will have the worst attitude, and like I just realized that probably about with my last relationship because I would get so mad over nothing, and he'd be like, "I know what you need," and then the next day I'm like, "Hey,
good morning,
hey y'all." You know, skin glowing, popping, well rested. Like, and then like when I don't have an orgasm, my face starts to get pimples.
I can't take this seriously. Are you sure? Have you done other trials?
I have tried it during Harvey. Bitch, I had pimples.
Oh my God, I can't take you seriously.
I'm telling you, like the orgasm thing, it's very important.
I remember when I first learned how to masturbate, and I learned how to orgasm. I thought I had broken my vagina.
Because you did it so
I did. Because that shit happened by accident, low key. This shit really was. I think I was watching porn one time, and I was just like, "Why does she keep rubbing her clitoris?"
What is like a vibrator?
No, it's just my hand.
Oh.
And then I got the vibrator, but then I broke it so I broke it that one time, or I thought I broke it. No, I thought I broke it to the point where I wouldn't ask somebody about it. I'm like, look, my vagina hurts. Something is wrong.
I did something wrong.
So then it was like, how about you stop playing with it? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Simple. So then I got the vibrator, and then I broke it again that time. But then I knew I had almost broke it, so.
Yeah, that same thing with me, but I didn't.
Who knew?
It was right when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, and I had bought. It was like a bullet, and so I was just like, "Fuck it, let me just try it." And girl,
it's addictive.
I was just like, man, I gotta stop. This is too much.
It's right? Yo, I be having to put myself on masturbation timeout.
I mean, I love it, the intenseness of it, but goddamn.
You know, even now, I still put myself on masturbation timeout. It's something about some batteries and just it's too much going on.
And then and I upgraded my vibrator, so I went to the sex store, and at first I was just kind of like walking around, just looking at shit, and then you know they have all these different ones that have these weird like tops,
antennas,
like it's just like
yeah,
you put all of that in your vagina.
It was one I
like
seen
these pokey things on the top. It's
seen
like and it has pearls in it. Like
no, I'm good girl.
What is that?
Yeah,
so,
my vagina's sensitive. I can't be with all the
so. You know, I went to the thing, and so the lady was just like, okay, so what else do you need? You need a little KY, you need this, or... And I was just like, you know, honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing. So would you recommend this? And she goes, let me teach you. So I was just like, guide me.
Guide me, oh, angel you.
Oh, my angel of vibrators. So she was just like, oh, yeah, that one's a good one. That one's a good one. She's like, you know what you need? You need the rabbit. And I was like, the rabbit?
Everyone starts off with the bullet or the rabbit. I think I started off with the bullet, and then people upgrade to the rabbit.
I mean, but goddamn, she was right. She said, this will change your life, girl. And she said, you get your little KY with the, that tingles.
I had that, and mine used to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, so it heats up and it tingles. And I was just like, girl, I said, thank you so much. I just want to go back there and give her like a bouquet of flowers.
Thank you for teaching me.
Thank you for teaching me.
When was like the first time you knew? Because like we used to watch rated R movies growing up, right? And for the better part of my childhood, I didn't know what sex was, even though I was watching it. The first time I remember what sex was, or like I felt anything, was this movie called Sliver. And I don't know why that movie resonated with me versus all the other shit my mama let me watch. So what was like your first, like, oh.
You know, it wasn't really a movie. Like, I mean, I always used to watch soap operas. And then I watched Melrose Place. So Melrose Place was always very, very, very risque.
Yeah, I watched them too.
And, you know, I don't really remember like a specific moment. I do remember.
Then I made my Barbies do it.
Getting freaked out because I thought I heard my grandparents doing it.
Ew.
I just heard moaning.
Were they?
And I don't know what they were doing, but I was so fucking scared. And I started crying because I'm like, he's hurting her. He's hurting her.
Oh,
I don't know. But I still to this day, like I don't necessarily remember when, but like, I mean, I always thought like sex was just laying in bed with a blanket. And light touching. That.
And then the funny part about like starting to realize what sex was going back and then listening to the music.
Yeah,
that you
always
listen to
like
Ain't Too Proud to Beg by TLC is literally if I need it in the morning or the middle of the night.
And I always sang those songs and had no clue.
Are you a rock hard or is it sagging? Like they was just out here giving you the business.
And I'm over here in
it's
first, second grade.
In the middle of the night. I could sing. The only song my mom would not let me sing was "Color Me Bad," but probably because they just straight up said I'm gonna sex you up. And she was just like, "Hey, girl."
Oh yeah, I said Sal.
I said
I want to Sal you up.
My mama made me say X.
Yeah,
now looking back, that was stupid too.
Say that. Yeah,
that
I remember stupid. I remember that.
I wanna X you up.
I said I wanna Sal you up.
That's ridiculous. That and then I think the Velvet Rope. And I said this to my mom because it was like the 20th anniversary of Janet Jackson's Velvet Rope, and I put on Facebook like,
"Oh yeah,
my 11-year-old self was never the same," and she was like, "I probably should have bought you the Velvet Rope." I'm like, "Yo, Janet was like talking about S&M shit then. Like it was 50 Shades of Grey on there." I was like, "It's probably why I act the way I act now." And she was like, hilarious. "That is horrible." I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like sex is just." Everywhere, poor kids. And you know, I feel bad now. I do kind of feel bad now because when I was on Social Complex's podcast, we were talking about Hugh Hefner, but then we started talking about porn, and I said that Playboy was like my first introduction to porn. How I used to watch, it used to be like squiggly lines, but clear up so you can see it. And like now, I think kids don't even get like a good barrier to like innocence of sex because the internet And it's just too much. Like, you literally don't even have to do nothing. You literally will pop up on your timeline if you give it long enough.
You can be on Instagram.
It will literally pop up on your timeline.
Yeah. That is, that's pretty
Which
disturbing.
I think it's unfortunate. Because I feel like it should be...
like, you, like, talk about
self-discovery. Like a journey.
fuck?
Like, learning about sex and having sex should be a journey. Like, I remember when I first started watching porn, I was like, oh, so I've been doing that wrong. Like, I remember when I started realizing positions and stuff, because it was like, it was a journey into it. Like, now it's just so open.
Well, it's a good and a bad thing, because, you know, sex is like, I hate when people make it to be like, it's just this, like, oh no, people need sex. Everybody needs sex. Everybody needs to bust a nut. Everybody. Okay?
Even if you can't get one by yourself.
If you, like, seriously, everybody needs, it's good for your sleep. If you're tired and you just need to go to sleep. If you have a headache. Like, I feel like maybe that's just probably what my problem is. That's what
So your sinus infection means you need to just orgasm.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yo!
Maybe.
I got so good at coming and masturbating. It's so ridiculous. It's record time. It's sad. It's actually quite sad.
No, but it's good because you don't have to. It means that you don't have to be out there looking for somebody to do it for you.
No, it's
like my favorite quote from Sex and the City is where Miranda says, "I know where my next orgasm is coming from. I can't say the same for you ladies."
It's a sad day when you can masturbate so perfectly.
It's awesome.
It's awesome, but it's like,
girl, go right the fuck to sleep.
It'd be some shit like, okay, I'm about to go
Listen
out.
to some nice
No,
music.
let me tell you how it'd be like, okay, I gotta leave the house in 10 minutes, but I know I actually could do this. Boom, bang. All right, I'm here to see the world. Hey, y'all. What's poppin'?
Yeah. That's how you do it.
That is getting ridiculous.
No, it's good stuff, man. I mean, as you get older, it's like, now I'm a little bit more open with it because, I mean, it is what it is.
Because I think you become more of yourself as you get older.
Like, I mean,
because I really feel like I've kind of felt like my body wasn't my body for like a number of years after I lost my virginity. Because it's like he want to do it, so you do it type of thing. Not that I didn't like it, I just wasn't obsessive about it either. So it was a very great time.
So how long were y'all, like, because I know that the guy that I lost my virginity to, he was always my go-to between boyfriends.
Oh, that's cute. See, that's a good, like, virginity loss story. After I lost my virginity, I was done.
Because, you know, I talked to him right when the hurricane,
Harvey.
Hurricane Harvey. He called me during the hurricane. So, like, I mean, we still talk, but even when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend and I was at home in Corpus, we kicked it.
Yeah, I don't have nobody like that.
But I don't know, that was weird because I think we've always had I feel like if I were to have stayed in Corpus, I probably would have ended up like being with him.
It's only one guy that comes to mind when I think of good sex, but I loved him. So I think it was a lot more emotional. I mean, not that other people have been bad. I just don't give a fuck now. Like, I mean, we can never mention y'all again and it won't be a problem for Meg. It's only one.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It's only one person, like, I won't take off the list.
Yeah.
Everybody else, y'all are debatable, and let a couple more years go by.
There's about 2 I won't take off the list.
Child, what year? I'm 31. I'm out here clearing out names. I'm not even giving people 7 years. I give you like a good 2. And be like, who?
Cleared. My whole 20s.
Who?
Cleared.
Who are you?
Teens. Cleared.
Oh, yeah, clear them out. Oof.
Cleared. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't recall any of that. Where are the receipts? Where are the text messages?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. If I don't have a receipt, it didn't happen. I don't know. But yeah, you know, sex in your 30s is actually really good.
I heard it gets better things.
I mean, you just gotta find you the right one.
Maybe
and you know what's so crazy? Somebody sent me a random dick pic today, and I had just came off. I was on a high at this meeting.
What?
I don't know who it was.
You still got a picture?
No, I deleted. I was so infuriated.
You still got a picture?
Long noodle fucking penis.
The long noodle ones are the worst.
It was ugly. It was so ugly.
People don't understand dicks. I know a person. I was like, that nigga look good.
Are ugly.
Not all of them, but the right size, the right.
If the size is just like if it's
the girth and the length have to be proportional.
Yeah, if it's not proportional, it looks weird. Like
it's
in
not.
the picture, the nigga, I don't know who this guy is. Like it literally just it scared me.
I think vaginas are ugly.
Vaginas are ugly, but it scared me because I'm just like, oh my god, and what? Really? With your little spaghetti noodle?
I did. I had a boy I used to mess with in college. He had the smallest penis in the world. And I kind of played him. Well, accidentally played him. So he was a part of like a fraternity or whatever. Mm-hmm. And at the time, my roommate was talking to like the king of the fraternity or like the president or whatever the fuck they called him. So I slept with this guy, come home, and like her room doors are ajar. So I see her, but I can't see who else is in the room. So I walk in the house and I blurt out like, such and such penis is the size of a highlighter, the top of a highlighter. So then like she kicks the door open a little bit and looks, but then like the dude's like pro fight, pro bit, whatever the fuck they call that stuff. The dude in his fraternity was like in the room and was like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh, this is so bad. But it is the size of a highlighter. Size does matter. Don't let nobody tell you.
No, size doesn't matter.
Shouldn't be. You didn't have sex with that little penis.
But you think about it, the vibrator is small.
No, you ain't.
The one that I have is the shaft part it's really little. It's just the tip part is big.
Size matters. You ain't had sex with that jumbo shrimp. I ain't had time.
Nah, man, it's the motion in the ocean.
Nah, not if you can't feel it. Shit, I need to know the boat in there. You can't ride the waves if I don't even know you in the water. Like, what the fuck? You got me fucked up. Size do matter. You got me all the way fucked up, and all the head compensation in the world, I can't fix it. And it made sense.
I just don't like skinny ones.
He kept trying to give me head all the time, and then it like all dawned on, like it made sense because he knew his penis was small.
Girl,
I don't like the long slinky ones. Those are scary.
Oh my god!
And would it be like light skin? It's even scarier for. I don't know. Light skin penises.
Girl, I remember he was a sheriff, and I met him when I was bartending like a long time ago, and he was a security guard, but he was a sheriff, and I remember he invited me over to his apartment. So he was a really cute guy, he had a lot going for himself, and then when I went to his apartment, first thing I noticed, he had a waterbed. And this was like in 2008.
Okay. I'm like, wait, I know you ain't that old.
2009. I just moved back from Dallas. So it was actually 2009, 2010. And I noticed that he had like a waterbed. I'm like, what in the fuck? So, but again, I'm just like, whatever. So I'm 90s. 26.
That's so 90s.
Whatever. So I spend the night, and so you know how guys are. You want to put your hand on it.
And then the water's like,
yeah, I don't want the waterbed.
Waterbeds are so stupid. Now that I think about waterbeds are dumb.
So, and I felt it. I said, oh my God, he can't possibly think that he's going to stick his little noodle in me. Not only is it short, it's skinny.
I thought size didn't matter.
But thick and short is different from skinny and short.
I don't even like thick and short. That's like stumpy.
I think it just depends.
But I ain't like, because you know how the girls be like, I like a big old dick. No, you got me fucked up. Let me tell you about that. My vagina curves left, so I don't have time for this.
No,
that's fact.
Because I have to pee.
The guy
I need to be able to not pee sideways or get some type of infection because you decide that you're.
No, I don't need you ripping nothing. My gynecologist told me straight up, my vagina curves left. I ain't got time to be dealing with y'all in these monsoons, and leave that for the girls who don't give a shit.
I like just the average size. It's fine with me. But
I think average is like 5-6 inches.
I don't know.
I think it is. I think I've seen it. I think I Googled that before. Don't ask why.
Okay.
I was in a conversation with somebody. I was like, what is the average size? It is 5 to 6. I really think it's 5 to 6 inches.
But yeah, after I felt that noodle, I was like, you know what? I just started my period. And it's actually coming down pretty heavy. I gotta go. And I haven't spoke to him since.
I don't like uncircumcised. I did that before.
Ugh.
It's like a little Sharpay, and I don't have time.
It's like, that's gross. I would never want to be with a guy who's uncircumcised. I mean, nothing against uncircumcised penises, but it's just like, that's a lot of bacteria that can build up and you don't know it.
Bitch. Oh, 5.1 inches when erect. So like 5 inches hard. I need a ruler. Let me see what that looks like. But that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
I can't do size does matter. Well, for me, size does matter.
All penises matter.
You got me fucked up. What else? I can't. Whatever. Kids, don't have sex until you get older. It's not even worth your 16 and 17 and 18-year-old lives.
No, it's not.
Really, and you're saying it, and I'm saying it, and y'all probably like, if you...
Bitch, please. You can...
Yeah. Because of my ass out. Like, you're out here getting dick. But no, girl, let me tell you how. I could have waited.
I didn't want to wait. I'm glad I got it over with.
I could have waited. I could at least wait till I got to college. Because, hell, it was kind of like a wipe off anyway. I did it like 2 or 3 times and then didn't start doing it again so I got to college. So really, I should just wait till I got to college.
Yeah, no. I say get it over with. I mean, and I feel like people just need to figure out what works best for them. But always use condoms, man, because...
Use condoms. You don't want to have to tell your mother you got chlamydia at 17 and have her Google pictures of vaginas falling apart and being inflamed. And,
I used to be so embarrassed about getting condoms, and now I keep them in my console. Because, niggas like to be like, you got something? I don't got nothing. We good.
We good. Nah, nigga. What is we good mean? What the fuck? We good like you got this abortion money?
Yeah.
We good like you clean?
Like, they love to be like, you got something?
Yeah.
I don't got nothing.
Well, how did you decide? Did you go to the doctor yesterday?
Did you go, where
did you get your results? Like...
No. Granted, it happens, but, just carry condoms with you.
You should. Or at least, like, minimum have, like, some in your house or...
I got them in my house, got them in the car, just in case.
And don't use flavors. They break me out, but that's neither here nor there. They do. My vagina is not here for this bullshit.
Girl, you need to go have you an orgasm with a man.
I was about to say, I'm trying, but I'm not actively trying right now. I think I need... Okay, so I guess the goal now would be to probably, like... Because I've done it with people, like, recently, but nobody like that. That sounds so bad.
You don't have to like them.
No, I think I do. I think I might have an emotional connection to it.
No.
I think I do. I do. Because then my best sex is the person I really, really, really cared about. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily... Because it was a couple other people that could be like, that was good. But, yeah, so... I might need to be, like... in love or something and listen to 12 play and
as you walk in the room
or greatest thing, because even though R. Kelly's such a piece of shit, bitch, you did your thing on TP2. That's actually if I was to play music, that was
you're gonna put half on a baby.
No, that's the aura. TP2 got greatest sex.
Greatest you. Greatest
he takes it to church in the middle of it. It always cracks me up.
I love him for that.
Oh, Kels. Why do you have to be such a weirdo? Even when I watched this sex tape, though, that was the only thing I thought. I'm like, this little girl is too young to be getting dick down like this. I like genuinely remember thinking that watching it. Like, I would die if my kid had sex with somebody grown.
Yeah, I would too.
And even like I knew a couple of girls that were like fucking like 30-year-olds. And it's like, y'all, you don't deserve to be getting no dick like that at 15, 16.
I remember a girl in middle school, she was bragging about how she was having sex with a 18-year-old.
Terrible.
And now that I look back, I'm like, man, she was really out there. Like, where was her mother?
Horrible.
And then I remember she got pregnant. And she went into labor at our graduation.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the same dude? Probably not.
Hell no.
She went into labor at the graduation?
Graduation ceremony.
Oh,
I just looked up.
Awful.
I said, look at her walking down the aisle crying, going like that.
Oh my God, her water broke? That is horrible.
Yes.
Horrible.
During
horrible.
our high school graduation.
Horrible. Oh my God.
Crazy.
So what you got planned for this week?
Nothing. Just trying to take over the world.
Thank you. We're Pinky. We're Pinky and the brain.
Just trying to take over the world. You?
Yeah. Nothing much. We need to. Oh, shout out to Social Complex. I am going to get back with you. We'll have a date so we can go on your show. And outside of that, be blessed, good folks. If you can avoid, losing your virginity.
Say no to the noodles.
say no to little penises. Because Adrianna trying to say size don't matter. She don't like noodles that is a size 2. It matters. Things matter.
No noodles.
And then wait until you're a little grown. Because I'm telling you now, when you have a 16 and 17-year-old sex, it's
with
not,
another 16 or 17-year-old, it's okay. If it's
not doing too so. Still was a waste. But go ahead.
I mean, hey, well, my experience has lasted.
Honestly, if you really, but I lost my virginity on some fluke shit, like I said. So you should lose your virginity. If it's gonna be like a high school sweetheart, maybe it would have been a little more memorable.
Just plan it.
Listen, I'm not telling you kids to plan shit. Listen, but use condoms. Birth control is popping. Condoms are popping.
Just be smart. I mean,
safe sex is popping.
If it's not what you want to do, don't do it. But you know what? For me, I was in a race. I don't want to be the last one.
She had a pregnancy pact.
It wasn't a pregnancy pack. It was a sex pack.
That could be a Lifetime movie.
It was a sex pack.
That is literally the title probably of a Lifetime movie right now.
And it was, and I kept it pushing, man.
Kids, go down to your local clinics first before you get a pop in, or at least after. And if you call somebody and you say you're pregnant and they say, what we gonna do, that means he wants you to get an abortion.
No, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Not we.
What you gonna do? That means he doesn't want the baby. That means he don't want to tell you, but he's telling you.
What that nigga told me. I said, hey man, look, man, I got a situation. Said I'm pregnant. He goes, so what are you gonna do about it?
Well, apparently
do about it.
Apparently asked you for half. Can I get half of the money? God damn it. But all right, kids, we will be here same time, same place next week.
Toodles.
Bye.